All right. Good work, people. But we aren't done yet. The General and I are gonna have a look at the radio to see what shape it's in. The rest of you, clear out any remaining Mirelurks or eggs you find. Let's go see if there's anything left of the old transmitter. I can't believe we actually managed to take that thing down. Well, I guess it could be worse. See what you can do with it. I'm gonna go see what else is left around this old place.
Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast.
I love. Up close and personal. Take one.
Nothing to worry about. Another one for the Minutemen.
Whoa, whoa. Found you. Well, that was easy. Time to make a mess. We've got to do this more often. Find anything good on him? was just getting warmed up. Come on, baby! Show me
All right. Good work, people. But we aren't done yet. The General and I are gonna have a look at the radio to see what shape it's in. The rest of you, clear out any remaining Mirelurks or eggs you find.
Once I power this up,
Go see if there's anything
we'll
left.
be ready to broadcast.
I can't believe we actually managed to take that thing down.
Show a girl a good time. I'm gonna... Tell you a new one! Rock on, make me sick! Damn it, that blood on me boots. often. For you. I don't understand this now. Why the hell did you bother? This is gonna be a piece of cake! Tear into a new one! Hurts. Easy. Why bother with that? You opening a museum or something?
Good reminder of what we're fighting for. We've got to run some power to the transmitter.
Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast. Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast.
I wish more people could see this. Remind them what it's all about.
If that radio transmitter over there had power, we could broadcast to the whole Commonwealth.
Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast.
One day, we'll put this back together. Better than ever.
Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast. Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast.
When I saw that thing coming out of the water, I was sure we were all dead.
One day, we'll put this back together. Better than ever. I wish more people could see this. Remind them what it's all about. A reminder of what we're fighting for.
Nobody's going to believe that we actually killed that thing.
Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast.
I wish more people could see this. Remind them what it's all about.
Once I power this up, we'll be ready to broadcast.
If that radio transmitter over there had power, we could broadcast to the whole Commonwealth.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. This just in. A settlement has requested help from the Minutemen. Let's not leave them hanging, people. It's 8 a.m. Nothing to report.
When I saw that thing
Keep it
coming
tuned
out of
here
the
for
water,
updates.
I was sure we were all dead.
Why bother with that? You opening a museum or something?
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
I'm busy.
Hope you ain't one of them synths here to spy on me. We've got to do something to stop these raider attacks.
Point out what you need and I'll get right on it.
You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach.
Thanks.
Here, I'll save this for
Damaged. Attack efficiency decreased. Combat
Time to
initiated.
make a mess. Nope, wiping the floor with you. Find anything good on him?
You guys should each line stir it up with nothing. That was Here's the thing. A sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll, you read it? Fallon's Basement. Providing top-of-the-line fashion to Diamond City for over 10 generations. Now, let's hear a really good song by Funk.
back hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
That was, Bing Crosby. Yep.
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
Hey, hi, so, here's update. Yes, that ship. I avoid it if I were you. I mean, more than you already avoid the rest of downtown, which should already be, I don't know, a lot. I mean, it's still there. It's just in a different place now. It's now, well, now it's stuck in the side of another building downtown. Not, expected. Ship. Any ship. Life in the Commonwealth. Gotta put the music closer to the mic. Stupid. Elton Brit is next with a song that, well, frankly, it sounds very irresponsible for several reasons. Here's Uranium Fever.
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope. Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing. The little microphone symbol doesn't have an X over it anymore. So that's semi-encouraging that it might work. It is working? Oh, good. Okay, well then I guess I can read what you say and answer your questions at least.
Hi, how are you?
I set it up that group audio should be able to be shared. I don't know if you have a mic.
Next person that asked me to shag is getting a well-placed kick. If you get my meaning.
So much
But anyways,
Eva. That place is nothing but trouble.
these are two of my other mech suits. This is the other location that I've started to develop. You get multiple settlements. Basically, any location that has one of these nice bright red workshops has the potential for you to build it as a settlement. And if you spend all your time doing that, then you do nothing else. So I defend them when the quests pop up, but otherwise I've only developed really this place and Sanctuary, the first place that you saw me get my mech suit from. But like I was saying, they're a bit bulky for me. I don't like doing my general running in them. I usually come and get them if I encounter tough resistance, but otherwise I don't. Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna go back to the area that I was at before I wanted to drop this off. And that was down here. Have either of you ever played Skyrim, out of curiosity? the reason I ask is, well, obviously it's made by the same developers, Bethesda Soft. And a lot of the mechanics in this game and a lot of the things that they do on, you know, like the intuitive side of it, they kind of, you know, mirror each other a little bit, I guess I could say, in a good way. And if you've played Skyrim, it's to your benefit, but not playing it isn't to your detriment. So just to let you guys know, they have like mines scattered around a lot of places like this, and I have a tendency to walk right into them, so you'll get a nice laugh out of that if we come across any. Oh, I've been in here. I remember this place.
Help with that lock, or any lock for that matter. Getting into places I'm not wanted is a talent I've acquired over the years.
What the hell is this? And my general rule of thumb is just save before you do anything. Oh, okay. So I got a level.
Hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
Well, hey, all right. We'll just say your insurance is paid up for now, okay?
So you can, alright, so actually this might be a decent time to kind of explain that little thing. So this is your perk chart. Whenever you get a level, you get to select a perk, you get base points, and the number of base points you have indicates what level of additional perk you can get to. The ones that are grayed out, like these, mean they're not available because this one, for example, requires 7 strength, and I only have 6. So I can only get what's in my availability. You do not have to max out your base point before getting your perk, and you do not have to work consecutively down the list. You can jump around as much as you want. As you can see, like I went from this one down to this one without taking the big leagues perk, so you don't have to waste your points unless you really want to. And there are like a bunch of things I really need and want right now, and I'm really indecisive about this process. Charisma is really important because anytime you have dialogue with somebody and it's yellow or orange, it means that only you can only utilize that or persuade them to your benefit if you have a high enough charisma level. It doesn't tell you what it is, you just have to be high enough. I guess this is like the level you want to be at, because before I got this point, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is a good level, because when I had 6 I couldn't persuade anybody to do anything. Now I can. There's also the really important thing about charisma is this, which I don't have yet, but it allows you to produce supply lines between your different settlements, so you don't have to manually adjust stuff. Big list of numbers. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is more similar, like I said, to the way the Skyrim was doing it. In terms of, you know, your base points and then what you want to focus on, and they really don't overlap. Like this is, I'm probably going to get this point, your action points are really important, and I rely on how fast they regenerate versus how many I have. And then there's also two different theories about how to play the game with your weapons, and that is there are some points that make your base points stronger, allows you to be stronger yourself, therefore be more powerful behind your weapon. And then there are perks that make your weapons stronger. So again, it depends on how you really want to put your perks into place, you know, how you want to play, but it's best to really kind of decide how you want to try and do it before you just go in and start putting your perks wherever, or else you're going to regret it, because there's no way to change those once you put them in place. They're really kind of there. Personally, I'd love to do more luck, but it's such an arbitrary kind of perk. But there's this one down here, the Mysterious Stranger. I guess he's been in the previous ones, which I've never played, and I would love to get him, but to put another point to luck and to put a point to that feel too wasteful to me right now, unfortunately. So, anyways, enough about that. This is probably really, really, really boring. I'm just going to put my point to her, and I'm going to be done with this. Okay, so that's that.
You lay off that extortion crap. What do you care? She ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn?
So there are a few types of
You keep letting
humanoids
walk all over
in
us.
this game,
One day,
and so you have your regular unmutated human,
This
and
is
then
me
you
we're
have
talking
these
about.
kinds of people that are treated normal, like you, well, my lord.
Now, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here.
Guess I
Now,
should have been
know
listening
you
to
had
that
a
instead of
whole thing
talking.
handled back there, but a mayor's gotta make a point sometimes. You alright?
Right.
You're a ghoul?
That's right. Like my face. I think it gives me a sexy King of the Zombies kind of look. Big hit with the ladies. Listen, a lot of walking rad freaks like me around here. So you might want to keep those kinds of questions on the low burner next time. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
And there you go. There's the ghouls. They're the ones that have been mutated. And then you have your superhumans. Excuse me for a second. I'm going to cough. You have your superhumans, which
like
are
my
those
dazzling
big green enemies that you see sometimes. The ones with the dogs. I don't know if you've seen me fight them yet. And they consider themselves the superior race in the new world. So it's hilarious. They're really stupid.
That's right. Take
but
it all in.
they're very powerful.
Good neighbor. That what you call this place?
That's right. We cobbled this little neighborhood together out of the freaks and misfits that just wouldn't be accepted anywhere else. You'll see. You make enough friends here, you'll call this place home soon enough. As long as you remember who's in charge.
After an introduction like that, who's gonna forget who's in charge?
Don't leave anything behind that might be useful.
Sense.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
Who? What are you?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you tell?
Oh, of course you are. It's just all those metal plates. You're a robot, right? A very womanly robot.
Designation, Assaultron. Designed to provide a variety of security-related tasks to the modern man. Runtime conclusion. Why work for the man when you can work for yourself? New designation, KLEO, Cleo. Fully independent small business owner. Robot enough for you, smooth talker? Now what are you buying?
You're an Assaultron?
That's what my makers called me. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a woman.
Another thing
And I run a store
about
that
this
sells
game
very
is
large
that
guns.
you should
So what'll it be?
always talk to everybody as much as possible. You'll never know, you know, when you're going to get a quest from someone, or, you know, in this game, it's different than in Skyrim, and it may be more similar to the previous Fallouts, but they have these terminals that you can get into. You can unlock them. Again, it's one of the perks to be able to unlock the stronger and stronger terminals, just like a door. And they will sometimes give you like shipment locations. Like if you go into a brewery and it tells you where the shipments are on your map, you'll get a bunch of shadow locations that you can then go out and search out and try to, you know, get whatever goods there are from there. But
So what kinds of weapons do you have?
Anything that can kill a man, I
things
sell.
will tell you where
Except
stuff
suicidal
is.
depression. That is
most
unfortunately
weird
not
places.
packageable. Now, are we doing business?
Sure. Let's take a look.
A gun for every occasion.
My experience is that if you've put any of your perks to be able to upgrade your weapons, anything that's worth buying is going to be too expensive, because you will be able to make the best modifications to the weapons that are available, and there's no point in buying the basic weapons. It's actually kind of rare that I've bought them, and you'll get ones that have like these stars next to them. These stars represent the legendary weapons. That's the only class differential. Everything else is either like light, heavy, whatever. But these are legendary. They usually have a name, and you can either buy them for extraordinary amounts of bottle caps, or you'll get those kinds of weapons from boss battles or clearing a large building, and when you get to the end, it's, you know, like a reward or something. Sorry, I'm getting some tea. So can you guys still hear me? Am I boring the hell out of you? Items, if you hover over an item and it's red and it says steal, it's really recommended that you don't do that unless you are in a hidden position. And then, even if you are going to steal, I recommend you save immediately before you try to do it, because if you get, you know, caught, then they will kill you. this is an example of the terminal that I was talking about. This is one that you have to crack. So there's two parts to the terminals, and nowhere in the game does it explain how to do this. You have to like look it up or figure it out yourself. At least I had to. The first part is you got to go through these lines of code like I'm doing, and anything that highlights multiple characters of the gibberish, you click, and it will do one of two things. It will remove a dud or reset your tries. Personally, the resetting tries is worthless to me, so I hate that. The duds, the removal of duds, gets rid of words from the list of what you have here, as you can see. It's a semi-tedious process, and you can do it without doing this, but sometimes you get down and there's one word. So to me, it's worth it to not have to actually try to figure out the next part. So once you've gone through all the lines like that, you can see on the side how many duds we've removed. And then you'll see what we have left. So on this side, we got rid of almost everything. We have the word spark and the word James. Over here we have, what is this, harem. And that's it. Okay, so this is a perfect example. You always have 4 attempts to try to figure out what the correct word is. So the first word you pick has to be random, obviously. And the tries reset thing that happened, that obviously is referring to these tries. So if you make 3 attempts and they're wrong and then you get that, it will reset it and you'll have 4 more tries. So, but again, I always do that first so it doesn't benefit me. So you pick a word.
I'm in.
Oh, damn. Okay, well, and it was right the first time. Generally, what happens is you pick a word, and it will tell you its likeness number. And basically, what that means is how many characters in the word you chose are like the correct word. So I chose the word spark. If, say, it had been wrong, but it gave me a likeness of 1, then you then go through the rest of the words and you say, okay, did they start with an S? You know, that would be 1 likeness. If they have 1 letter similar, but 2, you know, and a second, then that can't be it, because that's 2 likenesses. You have to find something that has 1. It's you get used to it after a while. It's a complicated process in the beginning, but it's not that difficult. And then it gives you information. You know, if you like to read the information that it gives you and get the backstory of each building, and you know, sometimes it'll tell you where to find stuff. Again, give you places on the map that you can go to and find safes or caches of items or weapons. Normally I would read this, but I'm not into boring you guys with that. I actually went online and looked it up because I had no idea how to do it. I had tried, just clicking buttons for a while, and it was getting me nowhere except for pissed off. So I just went online and was like, how do I do this? And there was some tutorial somewhere that gave me the information. But there's nowhere in the actual game that tells you, or at least I never found that place that actually tells you.
That was the ink spots with "It's all over but the crying," because that part never really stops. I mean, the song ended ironically. The crying mentioned in the song never stops.
And so you may, if the game, yeah, it doesn't tell you about it at all, in my opinion. Like I said, I just never found it then. The game does seem, it is in-depth, and so I'll show you another layer to this. All the crap that I'm picking up all over the place can be classified as one of a few things. In your inventory here, you have your weapons, your apparel, aid. Aid is food or things that deal with the radiation. You asked me earlier what the red in the hit points bar is. In addition to damage that you can take rad damage, radiation damage. And it requires a different healing item. Basically, you can't heal beyond where that red allows you to go. And so you'd have to use something like the Rad X prevents you from getting the radiation damage to begin with, and the Rad Away gets rid of it, as well as certain foods and other items. And then, like I said, food. Then there's the junk category, which the most miscellaneous is usually things that don't weigh anything. They're usually stuff that was a part of a quest or you just can't get rid of, keys or hollow tapes or bobbleheads, whatever. But the junk category is what you said, where you don't know what to carry, so you just pick everything up. I kind of do the same thing, but in this game, one of the nice things is it gives you a feature. If you see how some of the items have a magnifying glass next to them, like the baseball, camera, the hot plate, they have a little magnifying glass next to them. And that's because you can tag items for search when you're in your building menu. And each of these items breaks down into stuff. So on the right, you see where it says cork 2, has magnifying glass next to it. And under that, it says leather for the baseball. Every item that you get in this game breaks down into raw material. And what you're searching for in the game is basically these raw material. And so when you're in your menu to make this stuff, you can tag items for search so that that little magnifying glass shows up. And that way you know that that is something you need. That is a priority item to bring back to build whatever you need to build. It's by no means the only thing you should be collecting, but it at least represents like help so that you can kind of, be directed, or at least know what you have to drop, what not to drop if that's the way that you go with it. I have things like screws and copper and, crystals and antiseptic, adhesive, stuff like that on my priority search list, because those are the things that you know, they're used most frequently and on the most important things. And you'll get kind of the hang of it and know what you need. You end up learning kind of what everything turns into and what you really need to get, what not to pass up, what weighs a lot. It sounds silly, but like one of the best things to get in this game, they're the ceramic, and they are super lightweight. You can carry 1,000 of them without problem. And then weapons, like, they classify weapons a few different ways. Pipe weapons are the least effective. They're the most modifiable, but they're, like, the cheapest. They're the ones that are, you know, used by raiders, so you're going to find them most frequently. I'll pass up something like that over, you know, a few typewriters or something, because the typewriters will give you a lot of, you know, smaller important things like the screws or like copper or whatever it is. And this is a whole new area of town that I have not been in any of these buildings. Bars, dens, brothels. I'm actually trying to get through this area into this place. In this game, you can join associations. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Well, I wasn't expecting that.
Don't leave anything behind that might be useful.
I already have multiple submachine guns back at my place, so I'm not going to collect all those. They're heavy. Poor guy. I don't know why they killed him, but I robbed him. Damn it, I found another dead end. Actually, you know what? I am going to take the submachine guns because I recently got a new perk called the Scrapper, I believe it is. And it now allows me to scrap weapons for unique items, such as those things that I mentioned before, like copper and crystal and crap. Lord have mercy, another dead end. How the hell do I get out of this bloody town? What is this doorway to? Old State House.
Would need the key.
Oh, is this how I get the hell out of here? So which of the previous Fallouts have you guys played? Because I've played none of them. I have no idea how many hours into this I am. I guess, how would I find that out? I guess I could look, I guess for Dave I can look. God, okay, I need to get a better... Upgrade my 10mm. Lovely.
Here, save this for you.
I like her. She's a new companion for me.
You're listening to Diamond City
I've
Radio.
been playing this all freaking day long, and now my battery is gonna die.
This next one is
I'll find you.
Frosty.
Hey, if you've logged onto the game, then it counts as you having at least started it.
Don't you die!
AP is too low. Whoa. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna have to head out too because my battery is dying. So, I'm glad that you guys were at least able to see it and, you know, maybe get a feel for it. Hopefully, I led you towards giving it instead of away. I'm not the best game player, so, and I've certainly never streamed. Yeah, the VAT system is pretty cool. You can utilize a lot of perks to help evolve that, how many ability points you put to it, how quickly it replenishes itself, you know, all that kind of stuff. It's a little bit of a system that you got to learn, but it's best for up-close stuff, like sniping and that kind of a thing is definitely something that you want to learn how to do without the help of the VATS, but anything that you do close up is really gonna be helpful to have that. So, you guys have a great night, and, you know, definitely hit me up if you have any other questions once you do get the game. And yeah, we can definitely do this again. Just let me know when, now that I know what I'm doing. I play each day. Tomorrow I'll probably be playing after 3 o'clock, my time, East Coast time, so...
Feels a lot better. Thanks. Time to have...
I'm gonna die. Heal.
Now you're starting to piss me off.
Have a good night, guys. I'm actually heading to bed as soon as I get off of here with y'all. So, a little later on my end. I'm an old person, apparently, and go to bed at like 10:30 at night. So, So, have a good one, guys. Motherfucker. You've got to be kidding me. There's a super mutant that has a goddamn rocket launcher that keeps blowing me up the hell and back. I'm fleeing like a scared little child. What is this thing doing? I don't even know.
Billy Ward and the Dominoes. Not just Billy.